sorry, I can't remember your name.
Michelle.
Michelle, it's so nice to have you here. Now what I want you to do, Michelle, is just look at this hand right here and focus on the palm or a knuckle or a finger, whatever's good for you. Even as I take the hand away, you let it float there. And as you stare at the point that you've chosen, let your eyes be drawn more and more to the texture of the skin, the color of the skin. And you might even go into your perception of yourself and notice the way your skin feels inside your hand, how warm you are or cold your hand is, any of these things. And as you stare at that hand and your mind becomes more focused, Michelle, you're just going to let it go more and more toward your head at the rate which you feel comfortable allowing yourself to go into hypnosis. It's not for me to say, I'm here to help you. You allow that hand to come forward at the rate that feels right for you. When the fingertips finally touch your forehead, your eyes will get so heavy they'll want to close down. You'll stay balanced and aware of yourself the whole time. That's right, and you just let yourself rest and relax. Focused and breathing. Good breathing, Michelle. That's exactly, you have the right instincts. Great job. Now fill your mind with the first color that feels positive and soothing and reassuring to you. Let that color go upward, downward, every direction. It goes to the top of your head, it goes to the bottom of your feet, it goes to the cellular level. And it just makes you feel safe and secure and so very positive. And you can just let it be wonderful to feel this good as we go into hypnosis. And you can go as deeply into hypnosis as you feel is right for you. It's not for me to say, it's for you to choose. And as you allow it to go deeper and feel better, you know that you're just becoming a better and better hypnotic subject. That's right. And that feeling of wanting to swallow is just your neck muscles relaxing, and that means you're doing even better, and you can go even further, and you can do even more. Now in a moment, Michelle, I'm going to snap my fingers outside your ear and say the word awake, and when I do, you can let your eyes open. But keep the relaxation you've created for yourself. Let yourself 1, 2, 3 awake. That was pretty good. Little catalepsy there, right? You can let it relax and come away. Nice. You feel good? Mm-hmm. Good. Okay, now we're going to review. A little weird?
Yeah.
I knew her name. It's a pattern interrupt, right? Watery eyes. How much hypnosis has she been doing? She's been good the whole time?
2 to 3 times a day.
Yeah, right? Fractionation. She's got increased lacrimation happening already. So, okay, so let's turn so they can see. The video over there is not as important as, okay? So, I make an excuse to want to shake Michelle's hand again. I'm so sorry. I totally forgot your name. What's your name again? Michelle. Great. So grateful. We're conditioned when someone reaches out to shake our hand to reach out and shake in return. So I do it and she follows. Now, close-wise, turn just a little bit. Closeness, you can't be out here because it's going to get awkward really fast. You need to be, you don't want to be in someone's space either and make them feel freaky. You need to find like what's a normal if we're hanging out and talking, right? And so when you do it in the hand, you've got to have this hand. It can't be down here lazy. It's got to be ready, but not in her space. So you reach out and she reaches up and you take over. And now, well, what was it like when I did that? Can you describe what it felt like when I grabbed with the other hand?
Oh, I couldn't tell what you were doing.
Right?
Yeah.
So another form of confusion. When we interrupt patterns that people are used to, it's like the train jumping the tracks cognitively. And so that confusion gives us a doorway in. And so now, she's not scared, right? She's not threatened, but confused. And when we're confused, we just want to feel more certain. And so you offer certainty in the form of directions, right? So the hand's brought up, go ahead and focus on that hand. Okay. And now they're following, and they're following, and they're following, right? And you don't have to rush, but you don't go slow enough with your patter that they can have time to start analyzing. So you have to pick up your patter a little bit above normal conversational speed. And you're pattering, and then focus and notice, and maybe you see this, or maybe you see this, maybe it's the palm, or maybe it's the knuckle, and you might notice the color of your skin, and just whatever you can do to keep them focused. Now we've got visual fixation again, right? And now we give this idea. This is a more permissive style of, now you let that hand come toward your head only at the rate that you feel comfortable going into hypnosis. So you're clearly signaling, I am not here to dominate you. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to help you have an experience. You could do this 10 different ways. There could be people who are like, now let that hand, the old in the 50s and 60s, Dave Ellmans of the world and stuff, they would have been like, now bring that hand right toward your head. And as that hand goes toward, it's very authoritative. And as that hand goes toward your head, you get more and more heavy. Let the eyes get heavy. The eyes are getting heavier. And this old kind of like Jimmy Cagney thing, right? But culturally, that worked back then. With some people today, it can still work. But with more people today, people want to be assisted, not told what to do. So your strategy should sort of generally reflect that. Once in a while, you might get someone that you just have an instinct, because you're all caregivers and you pay attention. You might be like, you know, I think this person needs to be bossed around a little bit. And sometimes they do. But generally, it's like, hey, let me help you have this really cool experience. Thank you so much. Thank you.